Happy 2024, Davla.
Engine room.
Engine room.
Engine room.
Let's make some dreams come true.
Yes, where the magic happens.
Yep. So we have got, and I've started already. Bloody hell. Mate, honestly. I say it and then I instantly go off.
Yep.
720 block.
Nice.
So we have to build this and it's going to South Africa.
Another international build.
Another international build. International man of mystery, me, mate.
Indeed.
Yep. So, yeah, got quite a few to do. 2 more down there, 1 out there, plus the V10s we've got to do. So,
Of course.
yeah, we do loads, to be fair. So this is having Italian RP rods and pistons, and it's having our main stud kit and our head stud kit. So we have our own stud kits done. But it's just built bottom end.
Right.
So fully forged bottom end, all sorted, done. So I thought I would show you what we've done. We have got all the core plugs out, case plugs out, all the relief out, everything. So it is a bare block. It's gone through wash tank. The liners are out, so we pull the liners out. We've got new liner seals to go back in. So we'll literally just push some liners in, assemble some rods and pistons. But I think me and you were gonna break it up a little bit, didn't we? Rather than do an hour-long marathon or whatever. Yeah. Try and
split it into a.
Give people some poo viewing. Well, if you have 10 minutes. I mean, some people might not. They might literally just drop and go.
Well, it depends whether you can feel your legs when you've been in there for.
If you're my eldest son, you spend about 90 minutes in there. What have you been doing? Like, honestly, he's a nightmare.
Well, mine always blocks it.
Nice.
We've got a stick to hit it with now. Dad! I've blocked it, I've done it again!
I've done it again.
Notice he didn't shout mum, because she won't go in there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Nice.
We've reached the scatological
That is
level.
It doesn't get any lower than that, Pete. It is all uphill from here.
Yes.
We hope. Yeah, so I normally run a camera down all the galleries. So we've got... Can you jump in this then?
I'll try. Let's move along.
So yeah, we've got main oil gallery, so we go down that end. Down the other end then is an opening as well, so we can go through these. And I do it because sometimes, depending on the state of them, behind the core plugs are just disgusting. So we put cameras down to check, see whether we've got to pull the core plugs out or not.
Okay.
I'm about to buy a big sonic cleaner these can go in.
Right.
So someone reached out to me off YouTube, an engineering company not too far away, and they bought one. I've never used it, but it will fit
the whole thing in.
It'll fit a block in.
That's impressive.
Yeah, because we have to juggle either half and half or whatever we normally to put it in the ones we've got. It's a juggle, but this is like as big as my wash tank. So I think we might have a little go with that.
Yeah.
Right, let's start putting O-rings in.
Okay.
So there's 2 O-rings, and they sit on the lands. So they sit down the block and they sit on the lands. The most important thing when doing these is make sure the underside of the liner is relieved. So if you buy aftermarket liners, make sure it's relieved, because if it's square cut edge, you are going to have problems. So make sure it's relieved. Always as well, if you get engineering company to do dry liners, make sure the bottom corner is relieved.
Yep.
Because if it's a square edge, I'm telling you now, it will never sit. And what happens is people run the interference too tight. The liner doesn't sit down, and then when it's had some heat, the scag of aluminium or a little bit of swarf sinks, and then your liner sinks, and you get loads of problems. So that's what happened on the RS3 block we did. Do you remember where we had to put a new block in it?
Yes.
That's what happened with that. So
bear that in mind.
Yeah. All these companies going, oh yeah, we do liner conversions. Or we put liners in, and there's a reason then where we see problems. Yeah. So make sure you do not twist your O-rings going in. That's the biggest advice I can give anyone. Does that work twice? Delete repeated word.
Yep.
To anyone building liners, don't twist your O-rings in.
Well, twisted ring sounds quite painful anyway.
Yeah, and you'll feel it when you run your fingers around it. But what happens when you twist an O-ring? It obviously changes diameter. So when you go and push the liners in, then you've got different tension on it. You can feel it. It feels like a... It's hard to explain what it feels like, but it feels wrong.
You just know.
We just know.
Yeah.
Well, I've put one in, so let's put a liner in. So these have been removed, numbered, measured. So we put them back in the same, or not back in. If you take them out, put them back in. But we've had them in the block with no seals on to measure them up.
Yeah.
Because obviously we measure them up with torque plate on. Right, so. Oops. And just can't have too much, because what happens is if you start putting them in on the O-rings and you try and push them in dry, well, we all know what happens when you try and push something in dry. And the same thing applies. You get terrible chafing. Isn't that right, my fan? We got to find that clip now, ain't you, lad?
I have. I'm going to be busy later.
We're only gay in the village. I think out of everything, Matt was most impressed that he got the Dom Toretto quarter of a mile
at a time.
Yeah,
that's how he lives his life.
Yeah.
Did he like that?
Yeah. Don't know whether it quite works like that in a VXR, but
yeah, in the Corsa.
Yeah. Yeah.
I noticed his Evo has left the workshop.
It is. It's done. It's gone.
Happy days.
So we have a magic puller.
Yes.
And it's got 2 IDs for the flats. So just make sure you line your flats up. Like so.
Is this another specialist tool you've had made?
No, I bought this.
Right, okay.
Yeah. It is a very good tool. My turbo spinner's not going to fit in. Oh, it might do. Till I clash me nut.
We've all done that.
Painful. Might actually work.
So this is second full day back in work, isn't it, really, for us?
Yeah, second full day. So Karl went back yesterday because he's in college.
Yeah.
And Jackie boy went back today. So he's year 7 in secondary school. And Sienna doesn't go back till tomorrow, so Sienna's just sat up in the office.
She's fielding calls in the office.
She is. Yeah, wouldn't want to mess with that girl. And yeah, Kate's at a conference because she's an international businesswoman.
Well, there you go, see? And your daddy daycare.
Babysitting.
That's it.
Noiser when I call her that. Apparently it's parenting. I think it's daycare. I think it's daddy daycare.
There you go, see?
Oh, bloody. Snap-on should sponsor me bloody tools.
They should do.
So what we've got now is we've got a optimum pressing platform. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I can evenly press the sleeve in.
Yeah.
If I can get this nut done up, because I've got sticky fingers. Jace, if you're watching this, mate, he's my snap-on man. If you're watching this, I need a full set of 3/8 double X socket deeps, please, mate. Or extra deeps if they do extra deeps. Thanks.
The power of YouTube, that could be here within the hour.
He's good, lad. He'll message me later and he'll go, yeah, they're on order. 14. Right. So I now have a platform piece on the top. Turned the engine because it's got a turny stand and I was wondering why I was struggling. So the liner's sat, I've got the plate bolted on, and we're literally just going to press, and if you watch here mate, press our liner in. If you stick your camera up underneath, you see the O-ring in the groove there.
Yep.
So the tension at the minute is just it passing the first O-ring.
I'll do that right a sec.
Coming down.
Yep.
So we just make sure we haven't, nothing looks amiss.
Yeah.
But then also, what I'll do is, once I've got 1, 2, 3 in, we get our torque plates out, and I'll put torque plates on, torque the plates down.
Yeah.
And then that will just make sure that liners are properly seated. So we'll use the puller for all 4, and then I'll put the torque plate on.
Yeah.
And that'll just sit overnight then while we do the underside to make sure we've got pressure pushing all 4 liners down for it to seat.
Very good.
Like so.
There we go.
So lining, there's a flat there.
Yeah.
So that being lined up is critical because the next one goes in and the flats have to align. So
Yeah.
if you get it wrong, it won't sit.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So make sure you get it right. That's the one.
Make sure you get it right.
Well, I guess once that's in, that's not a good job getting it out either.
No, you need to use that puller and you've got to be very, very careful.
Yeah.
So you've got to make sure you've got no burrs, nothing, because it just this. Yeah, without a puller, you would struggle.
Yeah.
Like the Murcielago, literally you can tap them out.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, just you can they'll just pop out, but these not quite.
I suppose this, like a lot of things, it's you get a feel for everything, don't you?
Yeah, I think that's where you sort of experience counts. You know, it's like when we did a bottom end video not long ago, and I was sort of saying about breakaway torque.
Yeah.
And I use a torque wrench to give a sort of a numerical value to that breakaway torque, and I put it in engine logbook. I detail it so I know. But it's feel. I can put a ratchet on it, and you can feel it, and it's just the only way you get that is building engines. You just have to build engines.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the same. I think exactly the same as what we had a question about doing track days. We sort of said the first step to doing a track day is a fucking track day.
Yeah.
I don't know why I cancelled out the wrong word there when I spoke.
I'll have to beep the other one now.
Yeah. I silenced the book bit, not the.
Yeah.
And it's the same kind of thing. You want to build an engine.
Yeah.
you know, if you want to learn, go on eBay and pick up anything. You haven't got to build it. Just go and take it apart and understand how it works. And it could be a piece of crap diesel. It could be a blown up Mini. It could, you know, you're not trying to. You have to get your hands dirty. You have to understand what's what. You have to take things apart and you know, figure stuff out. So the only way you do that is by getting your hands dirty. Yeah. You don't start off as building McLaren engines or building V10s, or you know, you've got to sort of start. Everybody started somewhere, and not one person started building these, like, you know. See what I mean? Bloody tight.
Yeah. They're a snug fit, aren't they?
And that is where you have to be very, very careful. Look at that. That's obviously come off the tool as we've been using it.
Right.
So even brand like tools that are clean, kept in the engine room, can still cause you bloody problems. So we'll get the airline out, we'll clean it off, but now everything goes. Anything you've touched. So we'll clean the tool off completely.
Yeah.
Because obviously I put grease in the bottom to allow the tool to spin. Yeah. My hands are sticky, so there you go. We'll take that out and we'll clean that. So I'll brake cleaner it off and blow it off. The top of the liner has got grease on it.
Yeah.
So nothing's stuck to it. Yeah. But Cheers, mate. And that's how easy it is.
And that's literally from that tool. That's fresh and clean. Yeah.
Right, just giving everything a clean.
Yep.
And again.
You just need a cup of tea now.
I know. Not asking him to make one.
Fucking hell. I make tea properly. Put the milk in after.
That's all you put in. That's all you put in is milk.
We need to get him on coffee, don't we?
I deliberately make bad tea.
Bloody hell, Rick.
Number 3.
Number 3. So we get number 4 on. And then we put top plate in.
I think the viewers enjoyed your Christmas and New Year message.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't.
From the heart.
Yeah, heartfelt message.
How does that work when you've got a fake heart? Is it a fake
I
message?
don't have a heart anymore.
The tinsmith forgot to give me a heart. No heart?
You're like the Tin Man.
If I only had a heart, I would spend it and buy some courage.
Or another Honda.
Your dad's struggling to know what to get next, isn't he?
Yeah, he wants. No, the Skyline's gone. He wants something else. But yeah, he's just unsure what to get.
Yeah. Well, maybe the viewers can make some suggestions in the comments.
What he should do is he should buy a refreshed Skyline.
Yeah, or buy it back.
Yeah.
Same price.
Same price plus all the money I've spent on it. That's a deal.
Is it predominantly Japanese stuff he's into?
Mostly, but he does like anything really.
I wonder why your mum's Japanese.
But car prices is just a bit.
Yeah, we were chatting about this, weren't we? Like, he should sell his Honda because he's got a Mugen Honda as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And buy a GTR. And then we were like,
And we realised GTRs are
50 grand for a 45.
That what they're starting at now?
Yeah,
Even for like an old
for
one?
a facelift.
For a facelift, right.
for a decent one.
Which is 2012.
I think so, yeah. Because the early ones are all rotten now, aren't they?
Right. Because what were they? 08 when they came out? Something like that? Yeah.
And then we had this conversation about R8s, didn't we? Where it's like, you can buy a 30 grand R8. We tell everybody, don't buy a 30 grand R8.
So
Yeah.
30 grand GTR is going to be the same, aren't they?
Yeah, But what else is there? That's the thing. Because the prices of everything's
Well,
gone
that's
crazy.
the problem. Like Jap stuff, which I grew up with, and my dad's always had Jap stuff. Like the prices of everything's just silly now.
Yeah.
Even Hondas, Civics and stuff. Like
Yeah.
you don't want to pay 20 grand for a Civic.
No. You don't want to pay, what was it, 52, 53 for a brand new one?
Either, yeah. I do like them, but
Yeah.
it's a bit much, isn't it?
It's a bit spenny.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Because when you go, alright, 30 grand, what would you get? You ain't in much now, are you?
I mean, what are Supra's going for now?
Oh, God, mate.
Oh, what original ones?
2JZ, yeah.
Yeah.
Up to 100, didn't they?
Yeah. Be cheaper to get the new one.
Yeah.
Evos now are actually the cheap buy,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Compared to the rest of the stuff.
Maybe that's what you should do. Maybe you should buy Matt's Evo.
Mm.
Hey, you could earn some commission out of that.
That's not a bad idea, is it? Fully refreshed, ready to go.
It's a bit pink now, isn't it? Sat outside for a few months, it's faded.
It is hard to know what to get. like everyone was like, oh, you should do like a track car build off or something. And it's like, yeah, but what do you get? Like, oh, buy Suzuki Swift. Like, I would be bored before I drove it off the end of the workshop driveway. It's just not fast enough. I gotta be fair, in Cartagena, that Mini Cup car was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool, really. Yeah, it was quite shifty. Paul was in his Megan, and then I was driving Alan's. It's an old proper cup car.
Okay.
But it was a supercharged one. And it was bloody good, to be fair. TCR car. I still got them for a TCR car.
Still a lot of money just for a track
Still a lot of money for a track car. That is exactly how I feel about it as well.
I know somebody who had a Clio Cup car, ex-race car,
Yeah.
and just used the trailer at track days.
Yeah.
That's the best thing he ever did, because you could just spank it and it
The thing, like, this is what we sort of say, what we've been saying about, is it's sitting a car in the corner of the workshop, and I run my own track day last year, and I didn't drive.
yeah.
Do you know? So I didn't drive a car. Well, I drove a car hanging. I can't remember driving a car on track last year. Oh, I took the Scirocco to Cadwell. That was rubbish. That was when I decided the Scirocco wasn't going to be
A project.
wasn't going to make it.
Yeah.
It's good to have like a dedicated track car, but
Yeah.
then the problem with that is you need a trailer, you need
Yeah.
something to pull it with.
And
Yep.
you need to be able to sit that car in the corner and not use it.
Yeah.
You
It's a
need to
hell of a
have
lot of
that
money.
money. So if you,
Yeah.
you know, so how many times I sort of said, oh, those 570 GT4 cars, they are cheap for what they are,
Yeah.
but you've got to sit 70 grand in the corner. And it's, yeah, I'm not that baller. Right. All four pressed in.
There we go.
So they're in. So now what we'll do is we get torque plate. We put a torque plate on, and we torque the torque plates down.
I used to have a little Corsa B years ago that was built for track, really, and that was a load of fun. You've got
Yeah.
a Tigra engine in it, and it had got a bunch of work done to it. It's still NA, but suspension, wheels, tyres, brakes stripped out, and it was just loads of fun to throw around.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter really if it went wrong, because it's quite simple to fix. But try finding one of those now.
Remember Tigras?
There was a mad Tigra built for 10 of the best competitions and things back in the day
Yeah.
that was running silly power. We saw them at Pod, didn't we, last year?
Yeah.
You know, all the front wheel drive guys, like
Yeah.
the EG Civics and things, with like a bin lid turbo and the skinny rear wheels.
EG's would be cool, but I need think an EG would be cool because I used to have an EG.
Yeah.
Thing is, it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, there's a guy near me who's got a, I think it's a Saab 9.3,
Yeah.
the saloon, and it's got plastic side windows on it. It's set up for track. It's got a cage in it and stuff. Well, he drives it on the road,
Yeah.
but he also drives it at Coombe.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make any car fun if you do the right things, can't you? Or
Yeah.
more, certainly more fun.
I think you've got to love it to start, haven't you? You've got to, like, do you know what I mean? I kind of look at track cars wrong because I'm spoilt with the bike stuff.
Yeah.
Because for not a lot of money, in comparison, you can have a bike that can do extremely fast times.
Yeah.
Just about anywhere we go.
Yeah. Well, it's like Fagan said, 44 Teeth, wasn't it? The only car that he actually enjoyed driving after the bike was when they borrowed that McLaren.
Yeah.
Because everything else just feels slow in comparison.
And that's the problem.
So
So I'm putting anti-seize under the head of the washer and the head of the box. So
Right.
can you see where they gall up?
Yeah.
So that happens even with the anti-seize on. So when you don't use anti-seize, it's even worse.
Yeah.
So you've just got to. How many do I need? 2, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And studs should go in that easy. So literally like that. If they don't go in easy, if
Yeah.
they're pulling as they go in, you need to run a thread cleaner down them.
You don't want any resistance.
Nope. No, when you see people having to like use a 3/8 ratchet to get them to go in, it's not. You're putting tension in the bottom of the threads. It's no good.
Yeah.
I think we've already covered as well that the bottom of the stud needs to be bulleted.
We've definitely mentioned that previously.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be flat. Because what happens on a flat stud is it bottoms out on the threads.
Yeah.
So I think we've done some before where we have got flat bottom studs and we've put ball bearings in the bottom.
Yeah.
So it stops against the ball bearing, not against the base of the thread. So you've got to be careful. You've got to watch that. You just got to know what your stud kit is doing. If you're not sure, put some plasticine under it. Run your plasticine all the way to the bottom and see if you see what's what. See what shape you're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't. Because obviously the bottom of a thread is normally is tapered because that's what a thread cutter is. So then when you get to the bottom of the thread, you bind up on a thread. You don't seat the bolt. You bind up on a thread, and you don't want that.
So is this another custom bit made? Or
Yeah. So these are mine. So I've just had a set made for a customer in Dubai.
Okay.
Because the torque plates. So we might have to go out there and help them. But at the minute they want to try and build it themselves. So we're just supplying all the tools.
Yeah.
Torque plates. All the bottom end, so basically everything we're doing here plus the tooling, we're supplying that to them, and then if they get stuck, they'll
Give you a shout.
yeah, they said they'll get me out. So the reason we're doing this is now we'll tension this block and we'll leave it and we'll just make sure the liners are sat. And then we'll measure the protrusion of the liners then after like 24 hours just to make sure they're all sat at the right height.
Okay.
None of them are sat up. So if you get a bit of swarf stuck or whatever, you'll tell a line will be sat up. And we do everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen, but things happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're just always trying to minimise your risk. So, in a circle, work your way out. Up to your next increment. I know I'm going to get comments about using a long extension, but remember it's just a torque plate. That's not how you would torque a head down. So
Yeah.
if I was torquing a head down, I'd do it on my big bar, not my little one.
Yeah.
Because someone will say something.
Hey, that's what it's all about, the comments.
Yeah, so it's basically what we've got now is we have a stressed side of the block. Yeah. So if you're going to measure your pistons now, sorry, your bores, that's when you measure it.
Yeah.
So we'll double check all that, run it into engine logbook. But first, another side to do.
Indeed.
Should we have tea break?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. No point showing you how to put O-rings and liners in again. So we did a short instead, didn't we, mate?
We did. Which you'll be able to see
Shortly.
very good.
I'm just gonna pop this torque plate on, and then that's liners installed.
Now for your next trick, in another video,
Ooh, what am I doing now?
don't know, whatever comes next.
Well, we've just done a ring measuring one, haven't we?
Yeah.
So I don't know whether I'll. Well, I suppose we could just assemble the rods and pistons. I don't want to keep just doing
Going over the same
ring gaps, yeah. Because it's the same, just less. Pushers. They have a right way round as well. There's a rounded edge and a square edge. Yeah. Yes. So just make sure you get them right. Not boring at all, Davla, if I'm honest.
I must admit,
This is riveting stuff.
it's
If I was playing with rivets. Washers on. Right, let me just grease these nuts quick because.
yeah.
Torque plates on, studs are in, nipped up. Anti-seize compound under the washers, anti-seize compound under the nuts. These nuts. Torquing stage.
So I find this very satisfying.
Do you?
When you just get it there and it goes beep.
Beep. See, I like the ones where they go click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you use a beep?
Because Snap-on don't do a fancy click.
Okay.
The M539, I always get his name wrong. Is it Sturton?
I don't know.
I always get his name wrong, so I don't want to say it. But it's M539. He edits his videos, so he talks the first one, and then like all the others, as it clicks afterwards, he like edits him behind. So he's filmed it, and he goes click, and then it goes click 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 click. One big thing. So you need to up your editing game, Dav.
I'll have to. Yeah. You might need to get somebody else for this.
He's the one Kate laughs at. You know which one guy I'm on about, don't you? Hey?
One that makes
Hurts his hand and then like
screams.
Yeah. He's brilliant. It's just a shame he works on BMs. Oh, comments below.
Can of worms. Yeah, but you don't mind a BM bike.
No, it was a good bike to be fair.
Yeah.
Just blew up a lot. Final stage. Have you seen there is a 190 Cosy on collecting cars?
No.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's I think it's 2.31. But yeah, 190 Cosworth Mercedes.
That's the one, isn't it?
Yeah, I do like those.
Mind you, the Evolution one's pretty special.
Evos, but what are they now? 150 grand?
Oh, they're ridiculous.
I do like the Cosies, they're cool.
Yeah.
Dogleg first as well, wouldn't they?
You would like them.
Did you ever work on any of those?
I did work on a couple when I
Yeah?
was at Mercedes, yeah. Not many, because they're pretty rare. But,
I ended up on mountain roundabout backwards in one of them. The guy I used to work with, Phil. Yeah.
Here we go.
We were on road test with one. He was a guy who taught me.
Yeah.
We were on road testing one. He went across mountain roundabout and it literally just went. You remember it? He used to call me boy. Don't worry, boy. We're fine. Staring at traffic.
We ain't getting anything, boy.
He was mid. Yeah, taught me everything I know. Beat the shit out of me. Taught me everything I know. Those were good old days when you could beat apprentices.
Yeah.
Now you got cocky, mouthy little toe rags that you can't, do anything to. That is it, ready to go, mate.
Look at that.
Liners in a 720 block. Oosh.
Boom.
Yeah, I know. With a lovely set of torque plates on.
Yeah.
Let's see the engine builders. Show us your torque plates.
Get your torque plates out.
So what we got down there? V10 ones. There's another pair.
Yep.
I got
I'm a bit close to your crotch there, Carl. I need to just move over.
I got CTRS ones somewhere. I got V8 ones somewhere. Yeah. So, I think, what should we do? Should we leave that pooing video here for? There you go. It's perfect pooing time, that, isn't it? Sit in the toilet and watch your video.
Yeah.
People were saying it were too long.
Let's try it.
Hour-long dumps. So let's see if this gets more popular. Anything to add?
No, I think you've covered it there.
Let us know what I did wrong. Yeah. Let me know what I did wrong. Drop a comment below. And smash buttons. And we'll do a little bit more and show you in the next video. We're going to try a shorter format.
Let's do it.
Even Ryan from Darkside, he used a fancy word. Said,
Did he?
yep, shorter formats.
There you go.
So, thanks very much. First technical video of 2024, and I pushed metal sleeves in a block. I don't know, is that very technical? Don't know. Let us know what you think. Honestly, my head's gone. Because it's a 12-minute video to you guys, or whatever it is. We've been in here 4 hours.
We could put the unedited 4 hours out if you want.
I wonder whether people would watch that.
I don't know. Should we try it?
Well, Matt was chatting about that, wasn't he? About doing... Because YouTube went through a thing where they were rewarding you better for longer content. So I think Matt was even on about doing builds.
Yeah.
But like where it was like a 10-parters doing it in one big long thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I start watching videos on YouTube and I can never find them again. That's my problem. Like you have to go back through your history, don't you?
Yeah, that's true. And it doesn't always seem to show up. It's
no,
weird.
it's because half the bloody time, mate, the kids log in. So Sienna watches Arla or whatever it is. Jack watches FIFA crap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
none of my kids watch my videos.
No.
That's why I haven't got any bloody subscribers. They all watch other stuff. So,
on that bombshell.
What is it? What's that bird in Anchorman says? Thanks for stopping by, San Diego. Yeah. No. And what does he say? What is that? He said, stay classy.
Stay classy. Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by. Stay classy.
Yeah.
You stay classy, San Diego.
And thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. No, that's what San Diego means, isn't it? Whale's vagina. I'm going to eat my soup and watch Anchorman.
Do it.
Love that film. Anything to add, Carlito?
Nothing. I think
Bring us down with a bump.
you've covered every possible subject.
Yeah.
I think we should just end it now.
The man has spoken.
Let's go.
Smash buttons. See you on the next one.